The napkin is folded in quarters. It is the size of a playing card. The paper is thin, rough, diner quality. Someone pressed hard, the ink bled slightly. A man sets it on the counter. His name above the pocket reads Theo. He finishes his coffee, he stands up. He leaves without looking back. You pick up the napkin. You read it. 8 words. You are 24 years old. Lou's Diner, Steinway Street, Astoria, Queens. It is 7:48 in the morning. You have $214 in your checking account, nothing else. On one side of those words, 0. On the other side, $1 million. You are 45 years old on that side. The question is, what lives between them? The apartment on 35th Avenue costs $1,050. You split it with a man named Devin. Devin works overnight, sleeps until 2 p.m. The apartment smells like someone else's cooking. The radiator makes a sound at 4:17 a.m. 31 seconds, always 31 seconds. Then silence. You earn $38,400 a year. After taxes, after the subway card, after 410 breakfasts at Lou's 3 mornings a week, after the student loan minimum of $312. By the 15th, you have roughly $180 left. Sometimes less. Once in November, $43. Your mother calls on Sundays. She asks how you are eating. You tell her fine. She says, I put $40 in your account. You feel it in your throat. Marcus calls on a Thursday in February. There is music behind his voice. He says, come out, I'm buying. You look at the napkin on the refrigerator. You don't go. Marcus spends $840 that night. He tells you Friday, laughing. Best night in months. You missed it. You say, yeah. He stops calling for 6 weeks. The next morning at Lou's, you open the app. Fidelity, a Roth IRA, $50. The screen confirms the transfer. The eggs arrive. You eat them. You do not feel anything. That is fine. $300 a month, automatic, on the 1st. You set it up like a bill. You treat it like it is already gone. You are 24. You have $50 invested. You have never done this before in your life. The napkin reads, don't wait until you understand it. Start. At level 1, money is not yet yours. It owns you. 3 years in, not one missed contribution. $300 every 1st, without exception. Including the month Devin moved out. You carried the full rent alone for 62 days. A woman named Priya answered the sublet listing. She puts a plant on the windowsill. She does not ask about the napkin on the refrigerator. She looks at it once. She says nothing. That is the first thing you notice about her. Your balance on January 14th, 2027. $11,247. 6:18 a.m. before his shift. The number does something to your stomach. Not excitement, something quieter, something that feels like permission. In March of 2027, the market drops. Not a correction, a proper drop. 11,247 becomes 7,900 in 11 days. You feel it in your jaw. You clench your teeth at night. Priya notices. She says from the other side of the bed, don't sell it. She is not looking at you. She just knows. You do not answer. You do not sell it. You add 300 in April, 300 in May, 300 in June. By September, the account is back to 11,900. By December, 13,400. Marcus calls in October. He's been putting money in crypto. A guy he knows made 40,000 in 6 months. He says, you should look at it. You think about the napkin. You say, I'm okay. Marcus has signed a 529-month lease on a Civic. He tells you like it is good news. You are 27. You have 13,400. The market tried to take it. You did not let it. The napkin has been on the refrigerator for 3 years. At level 2, discipline is not a personality trait. It is a decision you make every month until it becomes one. You are 30 years old on October 14th, 2030. Priya bakes a cake, 1 candle. She sings slightly off-key, quietly. You sit at the kitchen table on 35th Avenue. 6 years in this apartment, you feel something unnamed. You got a raise 14 months ago. 38,400 to 51,000. You did not change your lifestyle. You changed your contribution. $600 a month, February 1st, 2029. You sent the email at 11:47 p.m. Then you went to bed. The formula, 10,000 times 1.09 to the 21st equals 62,900. The seat alone, left alone, 21 years. Your balance on January 1st, 2031, $38,200. You have contributed $21,600 total. The rest is compounding. The math is working while you sleep. Marcus has $2,100 in savings. He tells you at a barbecue in June, between bites, I should probably start doing what you're doing. He has said this twice before. He will say it again. He buys $710 in sneakers in August. He has not called since March. Priya gets a new job in Manhattan. She comes home at 7:30. She says, we could move. She is not asking. She is just saying the words out loud. You look at the napkin, you say, not yet. She nods. She does not disagree. The napkin is 3 years old. The corner is soft. At level 3, the raise is not the event. The decision about what to do with the raise is the event. You move to a 2-bedroom in Sunnyside, spring 2032. A real kitchen, a closet that closes all the way. A window that faces east. Priya hangs curtains on a Saturday morning in April. You put the napkin on the new refrigerator. She watches you do this without saying anything. You are 34. Salary is $67,900 a month, split between 2 Fidelity funds, VTSX and a target date fund. You read a book on a Sunday afternoon in 2030. It said those 2 things. You did them exactly. March 4th, 2034, 7:48 a.m. You are at Lou's Diner on Steinway Street. Your total invested balance, $112,400. Something happens in your chest. Not joy, larger than joy. Something that doesn't have a word. You do not tell anyone. You add 900 in April. That is all. In 2033, the market loses 14.2%. 94,000 becomes 80,700. You add 900 every single month through the crash. You bought more at lower prices every month. Just by staying. Anna is born in July of 2033. She is 7 months old when you cross 100,000. She does not know this. She does not know anything yet. She knows faces, milk, the sound of your voice. You hold her at 4:17 a.m. by the east window. You understand for the first time exactly why. Marcus calls in November. Some trouble with a credit card. He has 400 in savings, 14.8 on 2 cards. You say, I'm here if you need to talk it through. He says he is fine. He is not fine. The napkin is 7 years old. You laminated it on a Thursday evening in February. Not to preserve it, just because it felt right. At level 4, the math begins to outwork the man. You are no longer the engine. You just keep it running. A morning in September of 2038. 6:18 a.m. The apartment is quiet. Priya is still sleeping. Anna is still sleeping. Anna sleeps with her arm thrown over her face. Exactly the way you sleep. You make coffee. You open the app. $287,400. Closer to $300,000 than to $200,000. If you stop today, it reaches $1 million on its own. In 14 years, on its own. You have not stopped contributing. You are contributing $1,200 a month. For the first time, you are happening to money. Priya comes into the kitchen at 6:47 a.m. She pours her coffee. She sits across from you. She says, good morning. She does not ask about the phone. She is just there. That is what it has always been for. You get a promotion in March of 2038. Your salary becomes $88,000. You increase the contribution to $1,500 a month. You call no one. You send one email. You go to bed. Marcus calls in May. He has started investing. He opened an account with $500. He is 38 years old, starting at 38. You say, that's good. Keep going. You mean it. Anna asks you, Daddy, what's that napkin? You stop washing. You dry your hands. You take the napkin. You crouch down to her eye level. You read it out loud. Anna listens. She thinks for 3 seconds. She says, what does it mean? You say, it means you start before you're ready. She says, okay. She goes back to drawing. At level 5, the threshold is not a number. It is the morning you stop being afraid of your own balance. It is a Tuesday in March of 2042. Anna is 9 years old. She has chosen her own notebook. It is dark green with a clasp. She chose it herself. You sit across from her. You tell her the story. In exactly 11 sentences. 1. You were 24 with $214 in checking. 2. a man named Theo left a napkin on a counter. 3. The napkin had 8 words. 4. $50? A phone? Before the eggs arrived. 5. 300 every month. Never missed once. 6. The market fell in 2027. You didn't sell. 7. When the raise came, the contribution went up, not spending. 8. When you were born, he understood why. 9. The money grew because he left it alone. 10. At 34, the balance crossed 100,000. 11. Today the balance is 614,000. She reads the napkin. She reads it twice. She puts it down. She does not say thank you. She does not need to. You slide the original napkin across the table to her. She puts it in the front pocket of her green notebook. In September of 2042, Anna opens a Roth IRA. $250, birthday money and chores. The screen confirms. She looks at you. You look back. Neither of you says anything. She opens the green notebook to the first page. She writes, September 18th, 2042. $250, beginning. You read it. You do not say anything. You walk into the second bedroom. You close the door. You cry quietly for the first time in 11 years. At level 6, the wealth is no longer a number. It is a language you have taught someone who will teach another. You are driving back from a Saturday at Lou's. Still the same eggs, still the same stool. Some things you do not change. You are on 31st Avenue at 9:22 a.m. On the sidewalk outside a laundromat. A young man, a hoodie, maybe 24. A beat-up Honda Civic, a dent above the rear wheel well. He moves like someone who has not slept enough. You watch him through the window for a moment. Without knowing why. The light changes, you go. You are 45 years old. 21 years, not one missed contribution. Total contributed $247,200. A grocery store parking lot in Sunnyside, 10:04 a.m. You open the app, alone in the car. $1,047,388. You look at it. You do not call anyone. You do not take a screenshot. You get the groceries. You drive home. Priya is in the kitchen when you get back. She looks at your face. She looks back at her laptop. She says, "Good morning." You say, "Good morning." You put the groceries away. The napkin copy on the refrigerator, 6 years old. The ink looks thinner. You notice this? You say nothing. Anna has 1,847 in her Roth. She has not missed a year. The notebook has 7 entries. You have not read them. They are not for you. At level 7, the money is the least interesting thing. The thing worth keeping is the habit of starting. Before you understand. In a diner on Steinway Street in Astoria, Queens. On a winter morning, a 22-year-old at the counter. He is wearing a hoodie. The counter is the same counter. The metal dispenser still has napkins, the thin, rough kind. The radiator makes it sound. He has not started timing it. He will. His name is Joel. He has 187 in checking. He has counted how many coffees that leaves this month. He is Anna's friend from college. He has something in the front pocket of his hoodie. It is the original napkin from 2024. Anna gave it to him in November on Amsterdam Avenue. She said, "You'll need this more than I do right now." It reads in handwriting he does not recognize. Don't wait until you understand it. Start. He does not know a mechanic named Theo wrote those words. He does not know the full chain. He does not need to. He does not know he will look back at this morning. For the rest of his life. He does not know the math has already started. It always starts there.